Hey, I said wax. In the face of he was mad done. Hey, I said wax. In the face of he was mad done. Like he expect to respect.
Life when you should have paid the price because you could have ended up in a landfill. Rivers told his man chill. The tension came to a standstill because you would have turned bitch once you saw the piece, so now it's tranquil. This youth's a pagan. This youth's a pagan. Your lucky Rivers boy ain't here to fuck you up for the fact you were moving brazen. Because if you showed up here minted like this event, you would have had to change location. Running around like you had real work in the league to do. And in turn, well, that's how we treated you. Let's talk about when you started at Prem and you tried to create an app for all the leagues and get the guys on side. The irony, they saw the template and didn't let your pilot fly. You had a great idea to consolidate all the content and have master data. But for the fact they never saw you as an alpha, you were never getting past the beta. And that debacle, he'll be lucky if there's life to detect. Let's see if the ECG will be showing big dips, have him clutching his chest.
Like a chick running with big tits.
I'ma do you like Amity did just the black. I know what you're thinking.
None of that homophobic shit.
Hey, you know me like yourself, I don't be condoning
Thank
it.
you.
Cause why would I disorientations? The direction he chooses won't impact a bit. I don't care which way you swing. If I let it bust, boy, everything you dish will get washed down the drain. Now let that sink in. Wow, you really wanted us to be thinking. Well, I did, and that was a bunch of horseshit. You just showed us when you tap in, you just force it. And I own the fact that I live in Kent. So what can you really say then? You know, if you deep it, it actually makes sense. Because if you ask the funeral homes, they'll tell you I'm the reason they made stones at people's graves end. Now. Hey, yo, my brother Zazu. Let's go, bro. I can't lie. I was stressing over some of the things to say. We won't talk about your ex-left belonging to the game like Triple H, because today...
Kill him. This guy.
He does look like a fit. What you saying was factual, Tech. You look like a Bobby in real life. Got me thinking I'm battling. We got Moak. This rejuvenation only cares about his remuneration. Charges more for less, only doing one-rounders. And we act the fool. Only cares about the Lizzie C's, but we don't know if his rap is full. PayPal, Monzo, bank transfers, he'll lap it all. So Prem, if he's got your backs, it's purely transactional. Now, if that went over some heads, it's cool, cause I pen shit in mean ways, but don't worry, those pennies will drop in about 3 days. Man, URL battlers, can't lie, that's something you man deserve. I mean, who drops a bag on twerk when he's known to snatch a purse? And Tay barely showed you respect, displaying disgusting behavior. Rock literally played games with you and cut with the paper. And let's talk about,
LSD, have him choking for air. I mean, head off.
Oh, now you're going somewhere.
Don't make me turn this car around like my kids are in trouble. That means that.
Say that.
Don't make me turn this car around like my kids are in trouble.
That means disappoint in your face.
And burst your bubble. If I could crack on that tap, I could crack on that tap for days. I don't know who to blame. But having a goal in your head just means you're at the top of the food chain.
You man are praying, and that's why we're on Dean. But it's a right hand to the Bible if there's a murder on scene.
Hey, good job in that therapy, Dean. Since you've had it, you become around looking the cleanest.
And whatever you did to get out that shit,
He needs it.
And I got more clips to stunt on this brother, but he still does Jim Carrey mask on bars. Basically, it gets dumber and dumber. You don't know how to distinguish between good and bad bars. That's why half your shit don't hit, nigga. Your style is a mess and disfigured. Your style is a mess and disfigured. You overcompensate, thinking you'll get a pass if you spit quicker. So yeah, he gives it a lot of lip, but half of the shit is filler. My guy really is at sea. My guy. And back home, I'm giving you a trigger warning. What I'm gonna touch on is uncomfortable. This shit is daunting. See, rape culture is about more than just the act. Let's go. See, rape culture is about more than just the act. It's normalizing sexual violence, victim blaming, protecting rapists. I'm highlighting all the crux and facts. And it's important that we're not ignoring that. But we face a conflict of interest because we ain't taught to rap. And of course I know why people deplore the act, but I'm thinking there's a line. Surely where do we draw it at? Because it's rife in our community, but we stay quiet on it usually. So rape culture is a vehicle that drives us and is kept managing to ensure these are matters we deflect and stay passive in. The same reason R. Kelly got away with his bullshit and stuff kept happening. It was the key to his ignition as he was stuck in sex trafficking. Messy. Real battlers have jobs and they get fees much higher than man. Bro, even URL battlers have jobs and they still get fees higher than man. No one comes into this shit like, yeah, this is my retirement plan. It doesn't matter if you're sick, gifted, or seasoned. Even Tony D's a teacher. I see why they say you should be in this class. It's for a complete different reason. I mean, did you think you could do this for life and bar away? I mean, if battle rap came with a pension, Thesaurus wouldn't have been on the card today. That guy's about 60 plus. Say it ain't true. Motherfucker, that guy is more archaic than you. Versus Frost, aka Tom Baker. We got the type of battle that won't be close and written, but you're a likable guy, so that might expose some difference. Cause you've won a lot of hearts, influencing these folks' predictions, even though we've both had a busy year and shown commitment. But now it's time to leave Earth and show conviction. Last battle I made Arctic, now I got Frost, so that puts me in pole position. The money made you ugly. Look at what it made of you. And as for you guys, this is what you pay to view. That fans at home with a pay-per-view, I can tell by tapping his pocket, he's shortchanging you. And let's talk about your toxic relationship with Shotty Horror. I know it causes you a spot of bother, because wasn't Prem versus NLC meant to be in March? Wasn't that the mission? Then Shotty moved the date closer to the rivalry card because he saw the impact was different. And you stood there, letting him make mad decisions. How you let a rebuild go ahead with no planned permission? And then, back in 2020, spare the G. My guy really is at sea. We need to spare the G. He tries to showboat, but there's no flair to see. I do this religiously. How does the preacher compare to me? Council of Nicaea. I put these verses together carefully. I mean, when he's choking, Council of Nicaea, I'll put these verses together carefully. And when he's choking, he'll cover it up with constant water breaks. It's like he orders crates. I checked this battle's score today. I'm surprised in your battle against Nixon, shit didn't look like a Watergate. But my guy, talk that shit. Cloudy in a battle for statutory rape. You had all the receipts, what you rapping wasn't fake, but you stood proud, like you did well, with that intel. But brothers like him don't get sex when they desire, and that's exactly why they should be incels. But instead of taking an action, you saw it as an angle that was convenient to try. But after watching Surviving R. Kelly, how did you believe it could fly? They tried to mark my class down and put us in confinement instead of alignment. Even Celeste wrote a dissertation on battle rap. Can't say my class never understood the assignment. Come on. Look at him standing there, all vexed, bro. It's quite simple what I'm saying, but I know you struggle with textbook stuff. Tried to be a college dropout like Kanye, but the only thing you have in common, it seems, is that you both wife the chick that fucked a lot of the scene. Come close to me, you can never be better than Moak. Restraining order, you better come with a measured approach. Cause my guy, you are not a threat. Looking like a life-size bobblehead. Aren't you an electrician? But trust it ain't the topic. Once my fuse blows and I break your sockets. Amp me up just a little bit and I'm lighting you up when I flip a switch. But I was told I was too aggressive and violent in my last battle, so today I'm gonna let the tension breathe. I'm trying to connect with the plug, but I can't have an extension lead, because I'm above that. Sake of getting shotty streams, yet here we are. So tell me, how did that go? Because since Shotty returned to battling, you returned to being in the shadow. I mean, how much disrespect can you burden? Don't you see over the years how it's worsened? If you didn't let so much shit slide, this story would have been a sicker version. But your short man syndrome showed over the years because you always tried being the bigger person. The advantage people take of someone who is so sincere. They give them an inch, they take a mile when they see the coast is clear. You should have more respect on your name. You should be so revered. I've been rapping like this the whole round for a reason. Why? Because you've been overlooked your whole career. It's more products. But wanna jump in battle rap like you're a G all the time. Grabbing the shotty, he's a beast with a knife. Squeezing 45s. Motherfucker be selling E45. What you mean? Moving like a life to sheer gutter. Motherfucker, you got that sheer bar. What are you talking about? And you rapping about knives ain't the right one. I'm from London where there's knives everywhere. We don't hide guns. And if you talk that knife talk in my city, you might lose your life some, because before the COVID pandemic, it was a knife one. People must. Chance and you blew it, G. You even got kids and you left the predator to peruse the streets. I mean, who could be that dumb? Only you could be. Now a guy from your class not present on the register, so how we supposed to know what you said was true and see? Makes me question. You're a clown to me, G. I got a 2-1 MBA and an accounting degree. You got UCAS points. Debatable 2-1s. Dropping uni for battle rap, that's astounding to see. You're a clown to me, G. I got a 2-1 MBA and an accounting degree. You got UCAS points, debatable 2-1s, and student loans, that's a mountain in fees. But I get it. You and were doing bits. 2-on-2 World Rap Championships. But you know what's been blowing up my thoughts? What type of arc would need Rowan for support? No, I'm nice. If they put Moak and Frost in the same convo, they're saying I'm as cold as ice. Cause it's Mr. Never Lost. Bro, you've lost 4 out of your 6 battles this year. That is a shit score. Your record is piss poor. So him top 5 this year, is there something I've missed, or at the end of the year, it must be the energy crisis if we're feeling Frost a bit more. No cap. Didn't you get knocked out by a guy that was 60?
Fucking great punch on him.
Did you get knocked out by a guy that was 60? I swear you tweeted that's what happened to you in the chippy. I mean, how do you let a pensioner look at you like, this is gonna be some easy lunch? I bet he even took his dentures out knowing he won't eat a punch. Stop getting to poking, and it wasn't AstraZeneca, my friend. And if it hits your core, you won't be seen in America again. So go ahead. Use that imaginary knife and stab me. Because I can tell through your art, you've never had a pick in your life like Banksy. I mean, notice. Was it all for Link Up TV attention? Because you were screaming cancel Cloudy on Insta, trying to appeal to the public. See how cancel culture clouds real action and is destructive. You never cared about the girl once, and here's how I know you suck, prick, because you say you're from the roads, right? Cool, so where was the street justice? The point I'm making goes back to the start. There's a truth in every joke, and that's a fact in the art, because Mr. Bean was the voice for Zazu in Lion King, and he acted a part. So although I was playing dumb initially to distract from the bar, it was actually smart, because it's Rowan, really, that played the role in your whole character arc. Even beat Slester, you nerd! You lost to Briggz and Slester, people that I have smoked, and lost to Raptor, Koj, people that I can smoke. You can hold this L, take another loss on me, cause this whole never lost shit is lost on me. You can parade that mantra, but that is a claim I'm shattering. Your last name is Baker, so that explains the battering. I wanted to... At this point in my round, I lost all motivation in doing this, because I knew you wasn't doing shit. I've already put you on a crucifix. The fans know I don't need to stay in gear 1, because I'm coasting. You see how I made a neutral shift? I mean, we can't be compared. Battling me was always good look from the goal. See, you know how to put on an event. I know how to put on a show. See, this man is dead. Prem, we got a man down, and I'ma say it to every camera, so when you edit this, you can remember how it panned out. And make sure... Real slogans, he does the every fucking bar like Geechee. That's mad, bro. You even done the whip it from Castro. See me, I'm one of one. I'm so icy, there's no one most like me. Will you start writing like me after this? Most likely. I mean, how you claim you're a genius like Kanye? Oh, because you roll with no ID, I get it. Cool. See, Mr. God talks out. Said in your battle against Bracy, I'm friends with a girl who's raped and is living with that. She's raped in her own yard and still lives in that flat. Messi, if you know her, then why the fuck does she still live in that flat? Where's your guns now? I thought you stayed gripping with that. Oh, what? You just say something. Now you can't say something. Police and rapists are people you should hate the most. When it came to Sarah Everard, you didn't say nothing. So you see how your point starts to wane, cousin. See, this is... Mr. No Comment G.
100%.
Shut up in the fucking room!
Hold it down, let's go.
No comments, please. So it's Mr. No Comment G. Heard you was in the joint for some deep heat. They accused you of snitching, and you only did half the stretch, so it's not a complete reach. They said they gave me the lightest dish, but when it comes to the bars, there's only one side in this. They forecasted this as frost season, but that's an entire myth. Because they didn't see this storm coming like Michael Fish. Now, his round. And make sure you put subtitles so they can see what I do with words. And make sure you capture yourself well in the box, because that's the rule of thirds. It's Moak.
Let's go.